Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Dear learners and viewers, how are you? I hope you are well. Alhamdulillah, I am also fine. This is Abdul Bari, professionally lecturer in English, Sonapukur Surubi College, Parbotipur, Dinajpur. Today I would like to talk a most important topic, that is preposition. I will represent such a diagram which will clarify all of the problems of your preposition. You can believe. Inshallah, I think that you will believe it today. Just follow the diagram and I will try my best to clarify all of the problems of preposition. Let's get started and enjoy the class. Best preposition diagram and tricks. Why do I say this is a best diagram for preposition and tricks? Obviously, there have some specific reasons. You can easily understand if you follow this diagram. I hope that you will stay with me and I will try to explain all of the problems of prepositions. Here I have written 15 prepositions, not a single, 10 and 5, then 15 prepositions I have written here. So if you understand all these prepositions, I think that you will be highly glad, because by following this diagram you can easily understand, and diagram supports you to understand this, and it will stay a long time in your memory. So dear learners and viewers, don't mistake a single information. Please stay with me and try your best to understand. And if you face any kind of problem, please comment in the comment section. I will try to give up your problems solution. So let's get started and enjoy it so deeply. First one, I have used above. You can easily understand that above, when it is constant, and it is upper level, then we can say this is above. For example, sky. The sky is above our head. The sky is above our head. That means the sky is present above our head and it is constant, not continuous or walking situation or moving situation. Is it moving? No, it is constant. Then we can say this is above. So example is that the sky is above our head. Then over, when it is upper level and it is walking or moving. When it is moving, that means it is upper level and it is moving. We can say this is over. For example, the bird is flying over our head. The bird is flying over our head. So you can easily understand that it is over and it is walking or moving or running. For example, fan. The fan is moving over our head. The fan is moving over our head. It is upper and it is moving. So what is the difference? 1 and 2. Difference is that above is constant and permanent place, not moving, but over is moving and it is over. 1. What is it? This is a marker. This is present on my palm or fingers. Then we can say the marker is present on my finger or finger. This is present on my finger. For example, the book is present on the table. The book is present on the table. It is touched position. That means when any material is touched position, we can say this is 1. It is over. It is upper level, but in touched position. You can easily understand this. Can you see? Yes. So When it is touch position, we can say this is 1. The marker is 1 my finger on my hand. Or you can mention that anything else. And the book is present on the table, you can easily understand. And 2. Suppose there is a school. There is a school. And I am going to a school. That means it is going position. It is going anywhere. The boy is going to a school. The boy is going to a school. And from, the boy comes from a school. The boy comes from a school. That means opposite. Totally opposite. This is a school. A boy goes to a school and he goes to a school. He goes to a school. In the contrary, he comes from a school. That means 2 is particular point, someone is going, and from is coming. Someone is coming from anywhere. And 2 is totally opposite. I am going to college and I comes from college. Totally opposite. Can you understand? Both of them are moving position. Moving. When it was going somewhere, we can say this is 2. We can use 2. And when someone comes from anywhere, we can use from. For example, my sister goes to college. And if I say my sister comes from college, so you can understand, when she goes, then we use to, and when she comes, then we can use from. In, you can easily understand by following this diagram that in is present in middle or in the circle or in the circle position. For example, my sister is reading in the room. My sister is reading in the room. It is constant position and it doesn't, or he or she doesn't move or going anywhere, just he present in a place and he is reading. So when someone is present or something is present in the inner side and it doesn't move, then we can use in. For example, my sister is reading in her reading room. Her reading room is a particular place and she is reading in that place. And through, when someone is going inner side, for example, my brother is going through the forest. My brother is going through the forest. That means my brother goes inside the forest. You can also mention that the river is going, the river goes through our village. The river goes through our village. That means the river passes through the forest. Suppose I am going through the forest now. I am going through the forest. So someone is going through the forest. That means inner side of the forest. We can use through. You can easily understand that this is going. This is passing. So when it is passing somewhere inner side, then we can use through. The boy is passing through the forest. The boy is passing through the forest. And outside. Outside means which is not inner side and it is not moving position. It is constant position. It is constant position. For example, the boy sat outside the room. The boy sat outside the room. This is a circle. This is a circle and the boy is present outside the room. That means not inner side. He is present outside and constant position, not moving position. So you can understand that when someone is present outside, that means not inner side and in constant position, not moving position, we can use outside. Then come to the point into. Into means when someone enters into, enters, so that means enters anywhere, and moving position. For example, I am going into the room. I am going into the room. That means I am moving position and I am going anywhere. Or Rahman walks into the room. That means he is going somewhere into. Then between, here you can see that this is one person and this is one person. So how many persons? Two persons. So when it is used in between twos, that means twos person or two persons, we can use between. For example, my father divided his property between his two sons. Between his two sons. How many sons? Two sons. Rohim and Karim, for example, my father divided his property between his two sons. So when it is between, that means here is one and here is one, and between is used between is used between two persons. That means when it is used among two or between two, then this is one person, this is one person, then we can use between. If follow examples, I divided money between my two brothers. I divided money between two brothers. And then come to the point 11, out of. Suppose I am present in a room. I am present in a room or car, and I am going outside. From inner side I am going outside. For example, you see that I am present in a room, then I go outside. Or you can also mention that Rahim got out of the car. Rahim got out of the car. That means Rahim is going outside of the car. He was present inner side of the car, but now he is going outside of the car. Then we can say Rahim got out of the car. Rahim got out of the car. That means he went out. Among. You know that when it is used more than two, among is used more than two people. For example, my uncle divided mangoes. My uncle divided mangoes among Rahim, Karim and Sabina. That means more than two persons. When it is divided, we can say that among, not two. When it is two, then between, and when it is more than two, we can say this is among. Then come to the point of by. When it is present very near of someone, we can say that we can use by. For example, Rohima sat by me, or my wife sat by me. I am present here and Rohima sat by me. By me. We can mention that this is by. And when something is done by someone, we can also use by. For example, the work has been done by my sister. The work has been done by my sister. So you can understand that when something is done by someone, we can also use by in passive voice before objective form. For example, the letter is written by. The letter is written by Karim. And someone is present beside someone, we can use by. For example, my younger sister sat by me. My younger sister sat by me. My friend sat by me in the classroom. Okay. Then under and below, both of them lower position. Both of them, this is my hand and this is present under. We can use under. And when it is more than lower position, then we can use below. Under is lower position, below is also lower position. But what is the difference? Actually, difference between under and below very few or very little. But you remember that below, under is used more than below in our practical life. And this is my hand and under. The marker is present under my hand. Under my hand. But if I say below my hand, then it will be more than lower position. The marker is present lower my hand, but when I say under, then we can say marker is present under the hand. So you can easily understand that what is the difference between under and below. And by following this graph, this is a circle, and under is present lower position of the circle, and below is also lower position, but it is more than lowest lower position, and under is normally less lower than below. So both of the words under and below, lower position, and under is used more than below in our practical life, and under is normally present low position, and below is also low position, but below is more, or below is lower position than under, but both of them under position. If I again show this diagram or picture or anything example, then you think that this is marker and this is present under my finger, this is present under my finger. Here I use under, but when I used below, then it will be more than lower position, but both of them are lower. Okay. Then come to the point of among. I have already discussed among word. When it is used more than in two inner position, then we can use among. For example, my brother divided the land among the people, but when I used between, then only two persons. He divided the land between Rohim and Korim, but when I used among, then we can say he divided the land among Rohim, Korim and Joshim. That means more than two. So dear learners and viewers, you have already got the point that how significant the usage of preposition. So my request, all of my viewers, please try to understand this diagram and practice more and more. You know that any kind of exam, this is so much significant. It may be academic level or job position or admission test. So if you remember all these diagrams, I think that it will be very much helpful for your learning. So many thanks for watching this video, and I will request all of my viewers, please subscribe my channel so that you can easily get next videos, and please share this video to others so that they can also enjoy this video. Thank you very much for watching this video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.